Toyota Adventure Detours.
To Friday, we're also mostly sunny and breezy, but not as windy as it will be on Thursday. We're also talking about a bit of a cold start on Friday morning. Temperatures below freezing for a lot of locations. Same for Saturday morning, so we've got a few frosty mornings on tap. And then we're going to be rebounding with temperatures ranging in the 60s for each afternoon. As we move into the weekend, right now it's looking dry. We'll have temperatures up near 70 on Sunday. And we're also going to be looking at the chance for some rain as we head into early next week. Right now, the timing is a little bit iffy, but of course, we'll narrow down those details as we get closer to it. All right, let's look at your forecast for now. More weather in a little bit. But now it is time for our weekly AM Sound Off, which is a segment we do every Wednesday where we take on a fun debate for topic. And you guys, the viewers, can also participate in this as well. We have a poll up on our Western Mass News Facebook page where you can vote as to which side you fall on. Also suggest comments as to which future topics we may be debating as well, because this is kind of a recurring thing we do on Wednesdays to, take a little break from the news. Now, today, our topic is Halloween costumes, so we're going to continue with our Halloween theme through the rest of the month. And the topic is handmade costumes or store-bought Halloween costumes. So pretty interesting. I will say in years past, I've done both, probably, and I feel like a lot of people do both. So you can really get creative with the handmade ones, too, especially. So let's go ahead and start off our debate. Should we do a rock, paper, scissors for who goes first, or does it not matter?
Last time we did that, it took forever.
Okay, Tyler, you can go first then. I'll just make the executive decision. All right, so ready?
Leadership.
We're going to give you 45 seconds, and go.
All right, so the fact of the matter is I'm an adult. I have a job. I have friends that I like to hang out with. I have chores that I need to do. So what I don't have is a lot of time. And what I'm not going to do is spend an entire day, if I want to make an actual elaborate Halloween costume here, and take a day to a week to put together something that's going to go and impress. I don't need that. I do have money, though, because I have a job, and what I like to do on Halloween as a result of that is buy my costume. I can be anything I want to be and understand that it's going to be of a good quality, almost guaranteed, if I'm buying it online or if I'm buying it at your Spirit Halloween or something like that. This isn't to diss your costumes that are kind of, put together last second, like I was, you can throw on a football jersey and call that a homemade costume. That's one thing. I understand that, but otherwise, buy it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tyler. Sloan, it is now your turn. I'm going to reset the clock and go.
Crazy that you spent 45 seconds to say that you aren't creative. Wow, that was wild. But anyways, I am pro Halloween costumes that are homemade. You can get so creative with them. You can put things together, bring inspiration in, make it your own costume. If you're going to, say, a Spirit Halloween or whatever other costume store you might shop at, you're going to see 10 of you at a party, and they're going to be in the exact same costume, and then that's a little bit awkward, let's be honest. If you make your costume, you are going to be the best costume there, and you are going to be the only version of your costume there. Plus, it's just so much more affordable. When you're buying a costume, you're spending like $80, $100 for maybe $20 worth of quality. It's just charging for...
That's enough.
Okay. No,
That's enough. I mean, it's a great argument if you're living in La La Land where it's all pixies and daisies and you don't have a job and you have all the time in the world. Look, when I was 16, yeah, making a homemade costume, great, awesome. But now I don't have the time. So I'm going to buy my store-bought costume, and because I am creative, I'll be able to buy it online in a way that nobody else is going to have the same costume that I do.
I feel like there's a pretty strong argument for both sides, because when you're in the time crunch, buying a store-bought thing is pretty cool, but you can also be creative on the homemade ones. And I tend to find myself in a situation where at the last second I'm throwing together something.
We don't have the time these days.
Here's the thing,
to
though.
patchwork stitch together my Taylor Swift outfit.
This doesn't have to be elaborate. Well, you have that in your closet already,
exactly,
Tyler.
and I bought it from the store.
And also, I have to give you a second here, because if that was a black dress, you'd be giving the Fortnite music video.
Exactly.
Anyways.
You can put together a costume with what's in your closet. That is free. Otherwise, you can just go hit up a local Goodwill, and then super easy. You're spending maybe $10 and you look good. What more can you ask?
How am I physically going to dress up as Captain Jack Sparrow with clothes I have in my closet?
Do you have a white shirt?
I have a white shirt. I don't have a pirate's cap.
Okay, go buy one.
Or the braids or a bandana. I don't have any of these things. You know what I have to do? I have to go to a store and I have to buy it.
you can go to Goodwill and pick up a bandana for like $1,
I
50
could,
cents.
and then I got to go to somewhere else where I can find the pirate's hat, and then I got to go to somewhere else where I can find the other accessories.
You only need one. You don't have to like fully have 110 pieces here.
Do you have a sword in your closet that you bring to
Actually,
parties?
now that you mention it,
Do you? See, I wouldn't
No
put it
comment.
past. I
So we
wouldn't put
talked
it
about this
past you.
earlier. I could be an archer. I have got a bow and arrow.
That's
Yeah.
true. Look, I respect these sorts of costumes. I was known for
Okay.
being a Patriots player every year.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our Facebook poll here on our Western Mass News Facebook, and it looks like it is a sweep for one of them. And let me walk closer to the screen. Let me walk closer to the
The
screen so I can
suspense
see
is building.
the tiny font. Okay, so it looks like 88% of viewers say they are siding with homemade costumes,
Woo!
12% with store-bought, and we have a comment here that says, handmade, it has a sentimental value
It
that
does.
you can't just get in a store.
Absolutely.
Which does, I feel like, fall under the argument that you gave, Sloan. So great job. I say the winner for this one is handmade. All right. What a great debate.
What
And
a
we're going
great
to continue
debate.
with our Halloween theme. If you guys have other suggestions that you can want to send in our comment section, go right ahead. In the meantime, Western Mass News will be right back after this break. We'll see you.